Ever since he joined the Reds last July for up to £79 million from Eintracht Frankfurt, he's come in handy to help us through. The French striker has been a revelation, hitting double figures already with 10 goals across all competitions, 8 in the Premier League, 1 in the Champions League and 1 in the FL Cup. Not a bad start for a newcomer. And here's the thing, we all thought it was gonna be the other way around. Liverpool also signed Alexander Isak in September for a British record-breaking £125 million from Newcastle. The Swedish international was supposed to be the guy, the main man, the clinical finisher we desperately needed. But Isak struggled from day one. He missed pre-season due to his transfer saga, arrived unfit and has only managed 3 goals in 16 appearances. 3 goals from a £125 million striker. Then came the devastating blow in late December. While scoring against Tottenham, Isak suffered a broken leg from a challenge by Mickey van de Ven. He had surgery on a fractured fibula and ankle damage, and he's now out for at least 2 months, possibly until April or May. For a player who was already struggling to find his rhythm, this injury could define his entire Liverpool career, so we had to give credit to Ekitike. While the record signing sits in the treatment room, the 79 million man has become our first choice striker, our most reliable goal threat. He scored 7 Premier League goals from chances that should have only produced 4.24. He's actually overperforming his expected goals, something he was criticized for not doing at Frankfurt last season. Aside from the goals, Liverpool got a charismatic striker. Maybe not as loud as Darwin, but you can see from his Instagram posts and interviews that he's such a chill guy. He is really nonchalant. He makes the difficult things look easy, and the easy ones seems like instinct for him. That first goal against Brighton, a volley 46 seconds into the match, controlling with the outside of his boot and smashing it into the roof of the net. Pure class. Arne Slot said recently, Ekitike is getting stronger, fitter, making more high-intensity sprints than ever before. He's adapting to the Premier League's intensity, while Isak, who was supposed to already have that adaptation from his Newcastle days, lies injured. The irony is almost too perfect. The cheaper option is outscoring, outworking, and outperforming the British record sign. Hugo Ekitike didn't arrive with the fanfare. He didn't come with the pressure of being the most expensive player. He just came to play football, and right now he's one of the reasons Liverpool season hasn't completely collapsed. Sometimes football doesn't go the way you expect, and right now Hugo Ekitike is proving that price tags don't always tell the whole story. But here's where it gets interesting. How did Liverpool fans actually fall in love with this guy? It started with the goals, obviously, but it wasn't just the goals, it was the way he scored. Liverpool fans loved it because it felt genuine, not manufactured for the cameras. Then came the red card against Southampton in the League Cup. Ekitike came off the bench, scored a late winner, and then, in a moment of pure madness, took his shirt off in celebration. He was already on a yellow card, instant red. Then for the next match, Arne Slot was furious, calling it stupid and needless. But Liverpool fans, they found it hilarious because it fitted perfectly with his personality. See, Hugo doesn't just have one Instagram, he has 2. The first one is your standard professional footballer account, training pics, match photos, sponsor posts. But the second account, it's where the real Hugo lives, in his own words. I like the second one because it's more like mood. I can show how I feel. That's what people need because they only see proper posts of footballers. It's just to show I'm just like you. The second account is full of random photos, carefully selected songs. He admits he spends more time choosing his music than the pictures, and just authentic, real personality, and Liverpool fans love it. Then came the day in the live video that Liverpool's media team released in December. They took him to Crosby Beach to see the Iron Man sculptures, and he started geeking about Liverpool culture. He even talked about the Scouse accent. From outside, I was thinking, oh, that's not really a beautiful language, but now that I'm here and I'm listening to you, I feel like outside people don't understand how cool the language is. I love Scouse. He talks about how he understands Curtis Jones perfectly, but Andy Robertson and Conor Bradley, different story. He's struggling with those thick Scottish accents, but he's trying. He's embracing it. Then he mentioned his mom. She came to visit during an international break, and instead of just staying at his place, she went on the Liverpool Cathedral tour, walked along Crosby Beach, explored the city. My mom visits the city also. She finds that really cool. She loves that kind of stuff, you know? He's not just here for the paycheck, passing through on his way to a bigger club. He's actually falling in love with the city, the culture, the people, and in a video, you can see him posing with random members of the public. Compare that to some players who close themselves off, never leave their gated communities, never connect with the city. Ekitike is the opposite. He's genuinely fascinated by Liverpool, by the Scousers, by the whole experience, and that's something you can't fake. When Isak came back from injury in late January and struggled against Nottingham Forest, barely touching the ball, looking lost, and here's the beautiful irony. Hugo himself doesn't care about the comparisons. In an interview, he said, "I really enjoy my life here. I have great teammates, good staff, great fans. They give me so much love, so I try to give it back. The best way is to score goals, be in bold, and win games. Whether I play with Florian or Alex, I do my best to compliment them. Just a kid who loves football." When he talks about Mohamed Salah, you can hear the genuine respect. Mohamed is a great professional. I look to him as an example. He's a legend here. To share the pitch is a blessing. That's the kind of player who makes us like to watch football. So how did Liverpool fans fall in love with Hugo Ekitike? 10 goals in 23 games sure helps, but it was the personality. The secondary Instagram account where he posts his moods and feelings, the red card because he forgot he was on a yellow in the heat of celebration, the way he talks about loving the Scouse accent, the way his mom explored Liverpool, the genuine humility in interviews, the way he embraces the city, the fans, the culture. In a season where Liverpool is struggling, where the £125 million record signing is injured and underwhelming, where the pressure is mounting and results aren't coming, Hugo Ekitike is a reason to forget everything else around. In modern football, where everything feels manufactured and media trained and fake, that authenticity is worth more than any transfer fee. Liverpool fans got a character. They got someone who really loves being there, and that is why they fell in love with Hugo Ekitike.